And the second thing, and I have a picture here of a nuclear reactor. We need nuclear energy. We don't need to frack every place in Ohio. They're going to frack us to death. And I did suggest the other night that those who advocate fracking should put a pump in their front yards.
Yes.
I think we should put one on the State House lawn. Let's show everybody what Ohio really is.
Yes.
But this is a different kind of nuclear energy. It was a nuclear energy that was tried and bypassed because you cannot get weapons-grade material out of it.
Woo.
Are you with me here? It's an element called thorium, named after the god Thor. That's the reason I got all this, because I know when I was talking with the brothers last night at the Union Hall, I think some of them had their eyes glazed over. But thorium, we had thorium reactors. We've used thorium. We stopped using thorium because you can't get a bomb out of what's left. That's right, you can't get a bomb out of thorium. Doesn't go that way. It would be called essentially U-232 if it were in the uranium family. But it's thorium, it's 232, and you have to bump it up to 235 to 238 to make it good weapons grade. Well, apparently adding those little atoms to get the atomic number from 232 to 238 is just more trouble than it's worth. Now, not only could we do that here, and this is what I was going to show you. This is a thorium reactor. And I have quotes here, recent quotes, and I just want to read them out to you. Hold your attention that long, I hope. From the London Telegraph, 4 October 2012. The headline reads, "Safe nuclear does exist, and China is leading the way with thorium." From Forbes magazine on the 11th of September, "Is thorium the biggest energy breakthrough since fire?" Yes. I didn't say that. Forbes did. The other thing about thorium, it is biologically inert. It doesn't affect life forms. It is radioactive, and I'm not trying to pretend like you don't have issues with radioactive material. But when the finished product, when you use it in a salt reactor, molten salt reactor, this stuff is great. I mean, it is. But the exact reason we bypassed it the first time is the reason you should embrace it this time. Because when you're through with this thorium fuel, you can stick it back in the ground because it's no more radioactive than uranium that you pulled out of the ground in the first place. We developed something like this. We could give these things to Iran. They wouldn't need the atomic power they got because we got something better, safer. And if my father ever said anything, he said, if you call a man's bluff, then you'll know just exactly what his motives are. No eternity left. No. But the point being, my friends, this is here. Some county in this country is going to figure this stuff out and start putting it together. Fusion is not far behind once you get into playing with things like plasmas. Because controlling plasmas is how you make fusion work. You get the research started, then we're getting the kinds of jobs here we all like. We don't give them new life sign-making jobs. We don't give them jobs that never show up at TATA. We don't give them things that don't count, and we don't give them jobs that they're going to lose if they upset commissioners, because that does happen. There is a future. There is a future we can use. There's a future that, Clermont County may or may not become a farm central of the world. I mean, so far, global warming, or if you want to call it what it really is, climate change, has been nice to us, but not that nice. Which leads me to my last point. All of our infrastructure is sized and geared and gauged for the weather patterns over the last 100 years. We're not getting more rain than we got before. We're just getting more rain in shorter periods of time. But we're not sized for that with our infrastructure, my friends. We will have to replace that at some point if this keeps up. So when they tell you it doesn't matter, it does. And it does matter if you starve government and start selling off your properties to pay your bills. That's about the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. But if we do that, then we're at the mercy of people whose major goal in life is to make money, not to make the rest of us have a good life. And these people talk about being Christians, and about the last thing they ever do is act like Christians when they got $1 in their hand. So, I realize that if I get elected, I'm only one of 3, but I'm a loud one. Thank you.